So I was gonna play Clash today. Actually, I was gonna play it yesterday, but it wouldn't. Every time I tried launching Clash Royale, it would just tell me it was updating for like 5 minutes, and then it would say connection lost, and then it would try again, and then do the same thing again. So today it was doing the same exact thing as it was yesterday. So I was like, maybe it's a problem with the game. So I uninstalled it, and now I'm gonna reinstall it. But it is taking fucking forever to reinstall it. So I think it's an issue with my Wi-Fi. I don't know why every other one of my devices that are connected to the same Wi-Fi have super fast connection except for this one. For some reason, this one is struggling to download a 858 megabyte game, and even if it does download, even if I wait for this to download all the way, I highly doubt it'll connect to the servers. So we're not playing Clash today, I guess, because it doesn't want me to today. Um, So I guess today we're just we're we're gonna find something else to do. This is Clash Hurdle. It's like Wordle but for Clash Royale. You have to guess a card. Um, so let's just start off. Let's just start off with yesterday the card was Goldenite. Let's um let's just start off with Giant. It's a pretty basic card. It's right in the middle of the road in terms of elixir costs. So let's see. It's a rare card. It's less than 5 elixir, and it's higher than Training Camp. I should probably find a card that's in like a middle of the road arena. Okay, so rare card that's not a troop. So it's either a spell or a building. And it does not target buildings. So let's just go for an Inferno Tower because that's a rare building. So if it's not a building, then we know it's a spell. It's gonna be a rare spell, and there aren't many rare spells in the game. And yeah, okay. So we know it's a rare spell. I should have done one that's not 5 elixir. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we're gonna go for it's not a building, so it's a spell. Uh, Earthquake. That was easy. Okay, and I guess now because Clash isn't working, we're gonna play some. That's not what I wanted. We're gonna play some Minecraft. So this is my world. It's called Minecraft World, a very creative name, if I say so myself. Um, but yeah, oh yeah, I was chopping down trees last time. So yeah, just my luck that the beginning of the season, where people are probably most likely to watch someone play Clash Royale, I'm not able to play Clash Royale. So that's just lovely for me. Um, Hopefully, once my world is actually rendered in, my frame rates can go back up a little bit. But so yeah, I got a bearded dragon, not yesterday, but the day before. Um, and I was talking about in the last video how I wasn't confident that I was going to be able to use my desk to make videos because he might have to live on my desk. But no, he's just living on the floor, which isn't good for them. It makes them a lot more scared because if they're on a stand, then they're eye level to you. But if they're on the floor, then you're like stomping by them, and they get a lot more scared from that. So I'm trying to put them on a stand as soon as possible, but it's showing up on Saturday, and today's Tuesday. So yeah. But having a bearded, it's like how I imagine having a kid is like, because I know there's something wrong, but I don't know what's wrong. And I got worried about him today. So the first day he showed up, he didn't sleep all night. He stared at me the whole night. And so yesterday afternoon, he fell asleep and he continued to sleep. Where is he right now? Looks like he's about to get into his tub, but he kind of moves slowly right now. I think he's still getting used to his environments. But yeah, he just watched me all night instead of sleeping. So yesterday afternoon, he fell asleep and he slept in a lot. They're only supposed to sleep for 12 hours, and he was asleep for like 15. Like he was sleeping for longer than I think he should have been. And I know he had stayed up the whole day, but I was starting to get scared that he was like there's something wrong with him. Like I did like he could have been I didn't think he was dead, but he could have been dead. So I woke him up and now he's pretty mad at me. He's been giving me a death stare for waking him up. Um but yeah, so I got him from my mom's friend who's moving to a new apartment and she can't take him with her. And it kind of like came up so abruptly, I wasn't prepared for it at all. Like, if I was preparing to get a bearded dragon, I would have already owned all the stuff I know. I would have done my research, and I would have already owned everything I needed for a bearded dragon. But I didn't know I was going to get him. Like, I literally woke up um, Saturday? Sunday? I woke up and, like, literally, my parents called me out of my room, and they said, do you still want to get a bearded dragon? Because I used to ask them to get one all the time, and I was like, yeah. And they were like, do you want to get one today? And I was like, what? And then she was like, my friend is just giving it away because she has to move. Do you want to take care of it? And I was like, yeah. So yeah, I wasn't prepared at all. She did give me a tank for him, and like a little, basically everything she had to take care of him, she gave me. So the tank that he lives in, it's not the biggest tank, but he's a pretty small bearded dragon. Maybe the reason why he's small is because he grew up in a small tank. But uh, he, uh, he, I completely lost track of what I was saying. Oh, she gave me a like a little like pond thing for him to stay in. He was soaking in that pretty much the entire first day I got him. He didn't leave that area until day 2 of me having him. I looked up on Google how I'm supposed to like let him adapt, and they said to refrain, like keep handling to a minimum until he's adapted, like for the first few days. Try not to move him around as much, not like hold him. Which, if I knew that, I wouldn't have let everyone in my fucking house hold him for like 20 minutes on the first day of having him. So yeah, since then I've just been letting him take it easy. I fed him a worm. He took it out of my hands, which hopefully means he likes me because he took it out of my hands. This is this world so far. This is my house that I made. This is a blacksmith village. I'm eventually gonna convert this whole village, but I need more villagers, and I don't feel like setting up a breeder. So, this is Whitney over here. That's the name I gave him. Hello. Can I? Yeah, see Whitney. These guys are really nifty, actually. I quite like them. But yeah. So yeah, I've just been letting him take it easy. He's a pretty cool guy. He just doesn't like me that much yet. I'm building a fishing house over here. It was inspired by one of the houses that Ryan Trahan stayed in during his series that he did recently. I think I'm gonna go like this. No, wait, no, I'm not. I think I'm gonna continue this out around the back of the house. This little like balcony type thing here. Well, what town? Where did he stay? It was like right on the water. Like there wasn't even a beach. It was just, I don't know. But it's inspired from that. If anyone knows which house I'm talking about. Speaking of which, that series was really good. I didn't watch it until like day 15, and then I binged all the episodes that came out yet, and then I started watching it week to week, and then I really liked it. At first I thought it was kind of stupid. Like, I don't know. He had been making these travel videos forever, and I was like, now he's gonna do 50 of them. I didn't know it was well, I knew it was a fundraiser, but I didn't know it was like as large of a scale as it was. I don't know. I wasn't interested at first, and then I don't know why I was interested all of a sudden. I think it's because at first the series was titled "I went to 50 Airbnbs in 50 days," and then he changed it to be 50 states in 50 days, which is much more interesting than just seeing him stay at a bunch of cool houses for 50 days. And I watched an interview that he did on the road, and he said that was sort of intentional, making it about the location, so then like you can feel like you're part of it if you go see your state, um, compared to um, just like some rich dude going to a bunch of cool houses. Um, yeah, Ryan Trahan's a really good guy. I mean, obviously he raised fucking $10 million for charity doing that trip. Um, but yeah, I've been uh, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was gonna say. uh, for some reason, everyone online calls bearded dragons beardies. I don't know. It's like super duper bearded dragon connoisseur type people that do that. Um, yeah, so like I've been worried. Um, I had to run to Petco like 2 times now to buy stuff that I didn't know I needed. When I first got him on the way back to our house with him still in the car, um, we stopped at Petco. We grabbed some food for him because she had ran out of food when my mom's friend gave the bearded dragon to us. Um, and we also got some live food, which was the worm I was talking about that he took out of my hands. Um, yeah, I keep just like losing my train of thought. I'm so bad at multitasking. Uh, we needed so like it was kind of crazy. She had my mom's friend. Uh, she had the bulbs. Like she had a heat bulb and she had a nighttime bulb. But she like are these spruce? Yeah, they are. Um, we got home, we plugged it in, and they just burnt out. Just immediately after we plugged it in, they burnt out. Like it was kind of bullshit. We had to get new ones, and like your bearded dragon, like you need the bulbs. You need him to be hot, or else. I mean, he could probably go a little bit, especially because it's summer. But you really want those bulbs for him to live happy and comfortably. Um, so I couldn't order them off Amazon, so we had to go to Petco and get them. And then I realized that it's still not hot enough in his cage, so he needed a basking bulb. Um, so we were gonna go to Petco to get that. We did that last night. We like, there's not really a Petco that's that close to where we live. Um, so we have to go like a ways out, and it was a little late at night when we decided to go get it. So Petco is closing soon because Petco isn't exactly the type of store to stay to be open late into the night because it's not like a Walmart or something. So we went to Walmart to get the basking bulb instead, and he seems to he's standing underneath the basking bulb right now, so it has to be decent. Um, But yeah, I'm going to New York on I don't know what day we leave. Monday, I think. I believe we leave Monday, and then we're staying there for a few days. I'm not gonna like pre-record content or anything because nobody's even watching me right now. Maybe if I had more, like I get like 2 viewers a video. So like if I had more people that cared, I would pre-record stuff. But like it doesn't even fucking matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter that I post this. Um, but yeah, I've been thinking about that like the whole like just series, like the big update that came out last Clash Royale season, and I think it's all right. Like, so I was trying to think. They removed Path of Legends, right? Which Path of Legends, yeah, this rain is very appropriate from the removing Path of Legends. Actually, this rain reminded me I have shaders I can use, make this a little bit more graphically pleasing to you guys. That my game's frozen right now because they're kind of hard to run. They're complementary shaders unbound, and I have them on the lowest profile setting because I don't like it when shaders are incredibly in depth. I do like them to be. I like the way Minecraft looks, so I don't want it to completely take away from the way Minecraft looks. But yeah, visual style, unbound, reimagined. Um, so I've been thinking about the update, and they completely changed rank to have less rewards in it, and and they removed season shop. So this update, the main thing I was looking for was to see if they were gonna add anything to the game that would bring those rewards back to the game in some manner. And kind of. Not really. They didn't really add. What would look better here? I think stripped logs would look good. They didn't add that much rewards. Definitely not enough to compensate for um definitely not enough to compensate for the season shop. The season shop, I don't think we're ever gonna get the same amount of rewards ever again. Um, and definitely not enough to compensate for the pass nerf that happened a while ago. But that one, we were all expecting that. The pass was way too good for a while. Um, I think the issue with Pass Royale right now is like you're pretty much only buying it for the evolution. That's pretty much like the only extra value you get. Because other than that, all you're doing is just paying to gamble a little more. And like, I don't know, you can just get lucky with the regular pass and get just as much, sometimes maybe even better value from the free pass if you get really lucky with your lucky drops. Um, maybe can do this. No, I think I'm just gonna put oak planks. Um, but yeah, there's not really that good of a reason to pay for the pass in its current state, unless you're like the evolution that's in the pass at the moment is a card that's in your deck, or if you're like really low, like if you really need your cards level up, then you could go for it. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so Path of Legends is I think that the rewards that they put onto the 10,000 trophy arenas when you get to the seasonal arenas, I think those rewards they're close enough to compensating for Path of Legends that I don't feel like we got I was gonna say gypped, but I heard that's offensive saying gypped. Um, I don't think we got scammed out of that many rewards because of they did put a decent amount back into seasonal. We definitely don't get um, we definitely don't get as as many elite wild chart or elite wild cards because back during Path of Legends, you would get 50k every season, which would be enough to level up an entire level 14 card to level 15. Um, but now it's like the max you can get is like, I don't know. It's like 30, 40,000 maybe. Depends on how far you get, but now you have to push up 2 ladders. Although pushing up to 15,000 trophies isn't that hard. I kind of also, for some reason I got a level um for some reason I got a level 3 badge for last month, even though I didn't get, like, level 3 badge is earned for getting to Path of Legends in a season, but I didn't get to Path of Legends in a season. Um, I didn't get the Path of Legends last season. They just gave me level 3 1 for no reason. I only earned, I didn't even earn the level 1 badge. I didn't even get to a high enough arena to earn a level 1 badge. But I was just given, the badge for no reason. Um, I mean, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'll happily take that badge. It's a cool thing to put on my profile. Um, although if I put it on my banner and then somebody sees that in a battle and they click view profile and they see that I've never made it to, like, my best season is like League 4, then people will probably know that I'm that's a glitch trophy. Just like that, I'm out of wood again. Fuck this game. Um, I've been liking watching Riley play recently. Well, not just recently. I've been watching him play for a while. Just because, like, seeing him play, it, like, inspires me to play. And after watching a Riley video, if I play Clash Royale after watching a Riley video, I'm super calm, collected. I'm better at the game, and I get heated less often. Like, I'm seeing what I did wrong instead of just getting mad. If I watch a Ken video and then play Clash Royale, then that's when I get heated. Um, Which, by the way, I'm not a fan of Ken now being in the same time zone as me, because now that means he's uploading at like he's uploading right as I go to bed, basically. Um, like he's uploading at like 11 o'clock for me, which is shit because that's really annoying because that means I can't watch his videos. Like before, when he's in Australia, he would upload like right as I woke up in the morning, so I would be able to go watch his video right when I woke up. It was like part of my morning routine. But now he posts at night. The King of the Hill reboot came out. I watched that with my parents last night. I watched one episode of it. I'm not watching the whole season in a night. That's like, I don't like it. I don't like binging shows like that. The you remember the show. You don't remember the show as good when you binge it like that. That's why I don't. I like to remember my shows, and it's harder to do that if I binge the whole thing. Why is this here? Oh, because there's planks right there, or logs right there. Love me, say that you love me, fool me, Go on and fool me. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. I can't wait for them to come out with the whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. The freaking the built-in shader pack thing. It's like enhanced visuals or something. That's like I've been looking for a light shader pack that looks like that makes Minecraft look like Minecraft. It just like looks a little bit better, and that's exactly what they're adding into the game pretty soon. So I can't wait for that to come out officially for Java. Get the fuck out of here, you freaking I don't even know zombie. It's not even offensive. That's like saying it's like somebody's robbing you, and you're like, get the frick out of here, you freaking human being. Um, I don't know. Maybe he's ashamed of being a zombie. You never know. You just never know. That's elite ball knowledge right there. That one guy who's like, when I go to an Airbnb, I always check with a Sharpie on my light switch. You just never know. Anyways, um, you ever just like, crap. You ever just like just bring up like the most like elite ball knowledge thing, and then your homeboy like he like understands it perfectly. It's like I referenced a random Tim Tom video from like 2014, and my friend was like, "Oh my god, I forgot about that video." I was like, "How'd you even know what I was talking about?" Yeah, me neither. So what's going on with me? I got a bearded dragon. I've been watching the King of the Hill reboot, and I've been pissed off at Clash Royale as always because it won't work and because the new update sucks. The new Evolution Furnace, by the way, it basically only works with really annoying decks, and it's yet another Goblin log bait counter, which is annoying. I think we have enough splash cards. I think they've added too many splash cards into the game. That's not true. I'm just salty because now log bait is gonna be easier to counter. And the only reason why I started playing log bait is because it's supposed to be hard for people to counter, and now it's easier with the new evolution. I don't know. I stopped playing this game for a really long time. Like I don't like these happy guests. This guy single-handedly got me back into the game, basically. Um, Cause the game, I don't know, it got boring. I played the game for a really long time. I think they need to add an end update, dude. Like the Nether is really good now, ever since the 1.16 update, and the Overworld is really good now. Ever since they started adding all these ambient game drop things. Um, Now let's show the freaking end some love, dude. It's where you beat the game, and it's just not it, bro. I don't even have any intention of beating the game on this world because it's just bad, you know? It's boring in there. What's that? Oh, it's a firefly bush. Um, yeah. I also don't have any intention of getting like fully enchanted tools. Maybe I'll get mending on my tools. Maybe unbreaking. I don't know. I kind of like getting new tools. It's kind of fun. I like getting diamonds and stuff. It's a fun experience. I think a lot of times what happens in my Minecraft worlds, I get like really far to the game. I build all these like automatic farms and stuff, and then there's just nothing for me to do in the game because everything is at my fingertips. Like I never need to get new tools. I never need to farm for stuff. I never need to go mining because I have automatic farms for every single ore in the game. It's just gets boring, you know. I had a world on my I had a world before I accidentally factory reset my computer. Um, where I had built so much in that world. It was such a good world, dude. I built a Clash Royale arena. I built a Truman Show dome. Uh, I built I built a massive roller coaster. I built I built a Eye of Cthulhu from Terraria. I built a pixel art of that. I built Patty's Pub from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I built the Smiling Friends HQ. I started building a Zelda a Legend a Breath of the Wild horse stable, and then the world got deleted. Basically, what happened was I had that annoying activate Windows thing on my computer, and so I wanted to get rid of it because it wouldn't let me customize my computer or like do that much because my Windows wasn't activated, and hang on. The garbage truck was here, and I was supposed to move the trash cans to be further away from the car, but it doesn't even matter because my dad ended up taking that car to work today, so it doesn't matter. Um, Today would have been a good day to play Clash. I'm home alone right now. Well, not home alone. My brother is sleeping right now, but he has work later, so later I would have been home alone. And I can't even play Clash. I would be able to like crash out and stuff, and it would have been a good video. It would have been entertaining. Seeing people crash out, that would have been so much better than seeing someone angrily whisper because their parents are sleeping. Because that's usually when I record my videos, either when my parents are at work, or like my mom works from home sometimes. She has an irritable bowel, so she works from home a lot more than most people do. She's scheduled to work from home Mondays and Fridays, but because she can get sick really easy. Well, it's not just her bowel; it's her immune system in general is shitty. Um, so she works from home a lot more than most people, besides her scheduled days that she already is supposed to work from home. So I like to record on days when she's not home, and then um, my dad, he never worked from home. The only time he's ever worked from home is when he got COVID one time, and he only worked from home for like a week, and then he went back to work. I really like this house design over here, but the only issue is these two trap doors. Like, villagers will try to enter those beds, and they'll walk in the center here, and I think they think that don't they know that these are blocks? I don't know. They'll just like walk like this into the trapdoors. So then I have to open them both for them and they get through. It's annoying. It's easier for them to get in their house if they are at the grindstone and they walk in through the grindstone. Through the entrance by the grindstone. But yeah. Yeah, I like to record when I'm home alone, or when everybody's sleeping, or when my mom is working, but she's like, she's working from home, so she won't come to my room because she's in the middle of doing stuff. I basically just don't like to be walked in on while I'm recording. Like, if I'm recording, I'll like close everything out and then flick to porn, because I'd rather them see me look at that than recording. I'm joking. I don't care if they see me recording. I feel like my end goal with YouTube, it's not to get a job. Like, I don't want YouTube to be my job. Being unemployed sounds fucking terrible. That sounds so boring, dude. My grandfather, he drove me back from the gym this morning, and he's retired, and he was describing like his day so far. He woke up, he okay, today, before he picked me up, because he had to pick me up at 7:30 in the morning. Um, Today his day consisted of waking up, getting a call saying that he had to come pick me up because there was no one to give me a ride home, and he drove out to get me. He like lives like half an hour away, less than that maybe. Um, him driving out to get me, and then coming back home. But he was describing like what his day is usually as a retired man, and he just sits around and does fucking nothing all day. And I guess as a YouTuber, you wouldn't be doing nothing all day; you'd be doing something. But I don't know. Once you're done recording a video, once you're done editing, after that, we're just kind of doing nothing. And I mean, humans, we weren't. What I've found through existing is things that humans weren't built to do, things that we didn't evolve around doing. It's not healthy for us. We didn't evolve eating fucking Sour Patch Kids and Mike and Ike's. So if we didn't evolve to eat McDonald's, so if all you're eating is McDonald's, then you're gonna be relatively unhealthy. But we did evolve eating steaks and vegetables and stuff like that, so that's why that's healthier for you. We didn't evolve to do nothing all day. We evolved to be working, hunting, stuff like that, so that's why that's healthier for you. So yeah, I don't want to be a YouTuber because it's not that healthy for you. I'm going to school to be a carpenter, so that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. My dream job is to do house flipping. I think that'd be so cool. Walking into a house with it being like an abandoned fucking house that nobody would even dream of buying ever, and then walking out of it with it being someone's dream home. That'd be great. Other than that, a set designer would be really cool. Building a set designer for like movies and shit, that'd be an awesome job. My dream with YouTube, it's not to get a job off of it, although money would come with my dream. My dream is just to make an impact. You know, you only get like a finite amount of time, so I wanna make an impact on some people. Maybe not. Like, I don't want to like I don't know. I don't want to be like crazy. Like, I don't want to invent the cure to cancer or something. But I wanna make an impact on some people. And if like somebody watches my video and is in a better mood because of it, great. I don't want a job off of it though, because that wouldn't be fun. Even if I mean, it's easier for me to say this now with averaging like 3 views a video, but even if I ever did get rich and famous off of this, I'd still have a job. You know, I'd never get rid of my job. And even if I did have the money to afford a really big house, I wouldn't buy one. I would buy not that big of a house, like maybe one that's a little bigger than the one I live in right now, because the one I live in right now has 7 foot ceiling, and being a 6 foot tall person, that's fucking annoying as shit. I brush my head against my ceiling fans all the time. In the living room, there's a really big ceiling fan, and it's clearly not meant for a house this size because it's huge, and I hit my head on its pull strings all the time, and my head brushes firmly against the lighting. Excuse me, the light bulbs. It's bad. It's not good. The previous homeowners were kind of like shitty with the way they treated this house. I mean, you can't see it. It's there's a tiny crack on the ceiling behind me, but you can't really see it. It's even worse over on the other side of my room. But there's a massive crack that runs along my ceiling because that ceiling fan that, well, you can't see it, but that ceiling fan is it's not, you can see over there those like blacks, that spot right there, that's a crack on my ceiling because that ceiling fan was not meant to be installed onto this ceiling. It's not. This ceiling isn't designed to support that. And when the previous homeowners installed that ceiling fan, they didn't change the ceiling to be able to support it. They just installed it with the pre-existing ceiling, um, which is why the ceiling is cracked. Yeah, I'd probably buy a house with more land. I like having property, but I wouldn't buy a big house. Like my uncle, he's fairly well off. He's like a higher up at an HVAC company. He went to a vocational school as well. My I don't know why I all of a sudden got the fear that my mic was off. Um, Whoa, hang on. Holy shit. Um, my dad and my uncle went to the same school, not at the same times. Because it's my uncle on my mom's side, and so they didn't go at the same time. My uncle, he's like 50, so he was there like 20 years before my dad. Um, but yeah, he did HVAC. My dad did drafting. My dad did drafting and then never went to college. So basically, the job that his friend got him when he at a high school, at a drafting company, that's the job he still has. He's just, he's gotten a few promotions since then. Um, I don't even know how I got on this topic. Oh yeah, so, um, but like his house, my uncle's house, the HVAC guy, it's really big. It's not that big, but it's bigger than I would like. It's not 3 stories, but it's 3 stories. They have a basement. They have a second floor, and they have a basement. But their basement is finished, so they basically have 3 stories because their basement is so good. I have a friend who has a really big house as well. He doesn't live that far away from me, which is nice because he has a pool. And during these hot summer days, it's really nice to have someone to be like, "Hey, can I go swimming in your pool?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then we go swimming. And it's awesome sauce because it's hot as balls outside. Um, yeah. He also has pretty much 3 stories because their basement is finished. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of too big for me. Because, like, say you were hanging out in the basement and you leave your phone down there, which has happened before. And then you go all the way up to the 3rd story. You have to go all the way down, or the 2nd story, but basically the 3rd story because they have the basement. You have to go all the way down to the basement, get your phone, and go all the way back up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy, but that's a lot of house to like pay for heating and air conditioning for, and I would rather just have a smaller house and then just have more land. I like having land. Um, I think as a carpenter, building like novelty houses would be pretty cool. Building like Airbnbs and stuff for people, that'd be sweet. But I'd have to get really good at it. Which there are plenty of things that I've really wanted, that I really really wanted to do, so I just strived to get there, and then I got there. But I have to care about it. The thing is about me is I'm like a lazy perfectionist, so like I have to do it perfectly, or I just won't do it at all. You know, like it needs to be perfect, and if I know that I can't get it to be perfect, then I'm just not gonna do it. Because why bother if it's not gonna be perfect? I'm not the type of perfectionist that'll do everything until it's perfect. I'm the type of perfectionist that will only do something if I know I can get it to perfection. Um, yeah, I've been going to the gym a lot recently. I play football. I'm a defensive lineman. Flex. Yeah, I'm a D lineman. But the thing is, last year there weren't that many offensive linemen. Nobody there. So I'm a tackle on offense. That's when I'm put on offense at the position I play. And there weren't that many people who knew all the plays for a tackle. So they had to put me on offense a lot as a tackle, which kind of sucks because then they would, even though I would say I'm not tired, they would know I was tired from being a tackle on offense. So they would put someone else on for defense instead of me. But the thing is, I like being on defense way more. So I'd rather them put me on defense more, and um they put someone else on offense, but they know that it's more important for me to be on their offense than their defense. Uh, because D line isn't that important compared to O line. Um, so it sucks. I really wish they would not do that. But I'm not gonna throw a hissy fit and like get mad at the coaches because they're putting me on offense instead of defense. I get why they're doing it. It's just I'd rather play defense. Like this summer, I kind of had the realization that if I want to be really good, if I want to be first string for JV, maybe even varsity, I have to either be a really good D lineman or a really good O lineman. I can't really play in between, because then I'm gonna get overshadowed by people who are really good at one of them. So I realized I either have to put on a lot of mass, either no matter what position you're playing, you need to get strong. So I either need to get strong and big and be a O lineman, or get really strong and fast, or get strong, even stronger than an O lineman and fast, and be a D lineman. Um, and so I obviously decided D lineman is a way better position. People don't really care about the offensive line. They matter, but people don't care about them. But like D lineman, if you get a sack or an interception or something, you're getting talked about. Like any position on defense can be a popular position, but most positions but offensive linemen, nobody fucking gives a shit about them. Um, Even though they are important, like you can't perform a play if you don't have a guard to cover the quarterback. If there's no line and if the line isn't good and the defense gets through, obviously it's going to be a sack, and the other positions can't do what they do to earn their level of like prestige, I guess. But at the end of the day, people know that they're important, but they're still a boring position. When you're watching football, you're not watching the linemen do what they're doing unless you're curious about what the linemen are doing. Usually when you're watching football, you're watching what the people in the back are doing, what plays in the back are happening. Um, So yeah, I decided I want to be a D lineman. My plan was to do it every day, but then I immediately gave up on that. I was gonna do it every day this summer, but there's a high school nearby, and they have a pretty nice track, and every once in a while I'll go up there and do speed work to get faster and more explosive power. I built a box out of plywood with my dad to do box jumps with, because box jumps increase your explosive power in your legs. But the thing is, I built the box a little bit too big, and when I was doing box jumps one time, I fucking destroyed my shin. Destroyed is sounds like I exploded it, but I didn't. I just scraped it really bad, and it made a pretty deep cut, and now there's a scar on my shin. It hurt bad for a long time. But honestly, the scab didn't hurt that bad. It was mainly the bruise. That noise that I think you just heard, the buzzing, that's my phone. I have it on vibrate. I feel like when I put my phone on vibrate instead of like regular ring, it makes the vibrations way harder than they would be if there was a sound accompanying it. Wow, I've been recording for 50 minutes. Tell you right now, Minecraft, I can record Minecraft for way longer without realizing it compared to Clash Royale. Because Clash Royale, I get heated in like 20 minutes, and then I'm immediately like, how long have I been recording? That's enough fucking time. I'm getting off the game right now. Minecraft is just happy. I think that terraform is pretty good. I was trying to make this not to make it not look as like smooth, but it just looks better without that. I need to make this better over here, but that doesn't matter as much because it's not as close to the house. I think if I ever do beat the game on this world, I'm just kind of... My plan for this world is I'm just kind of... If I ever beat the game, it would... The only time I'd ever, like, beat the game just for the sake of beating the game is if they ever updated the end. Because then I could beat the game and then experience the updated end. But if they're never going to update the end, then, like, I don't care for seeing it. You know? Like, I've been to the end before. I know what I'm in for when I go to the end, but... If they ever, updated it, then I would be much more open to going and beating the game. But other than that, I don't really care to beat the game that much. I do have a plan to take Whitney and do it. I think that'd be cool, flying around with a happy gas to take care of the Ender Dragon. But I don't know if I do it with Whitney, though. I'd probably get some other, like, fucking useless, happy gas that I don't care about. Happy gas I don't care about as much as Whitney, because I love Whitney. I would get some other fucking happy gas named, like, Gilbert or Hunter or something. And I would take him to go kill the Ender Dragon. I think it would be cool if they had the ability to put chests on there. But I guess you can attach a chest boat to them. That's pretty much the closest you can get. I think the ability to lead stuff to other stuff is pretty good. Can you lead a fence now? Like, can you just put a lead on a fence without attaching it to something? I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't. But yeah, transporting stuff with leads, it's so much more convenient. I've been really liking a lot of the stuff they've been adding, because it makes the game feel much more like you can do whatever you want. Before, there were limitations that, like, didn't really make that much sense on why you couldn't do them. They're starting to remove those limitations. Now it feels way more like a sandbox game. I think Minecraft's gone pretty good recently. A lot of people have been saying Minecraft hasn't been good in a long time. I think Minecraft's pretty fucking good right now. I'm still at 1.21.6 because I have a bunch of mods and I don't feel like updating them. When they release 1.21.9 and they add the copper golem, then I'll update my game. But 1.21.7 and .8 are they're both like pretty much just hotfix stuff. They did add that new music disc for killing a chicken jockey, so if I ever find a chicken jockey in this world, then I'll save and quit the game immediately, update to the newest update. so I can get the music disc, and then I'll just go back, or I'll just stay on that update. But I don't have a reason to swap yet. I'm either waiting till I find a chicken jockey or until they release the copper golem, and that's it. Um, but I think I'm gonna end it here. I've been recording for 53 minutes. I have to take a shit. I have to take a piss, and yeah, I'm done recording. I recorded for a lot longer than I thought I was gonna, but time flies when you're having fun. All right, see you in the next video, which you're contractually obligated to see. Penalty of death. We've been over this before, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't die. See ya.